What's up, guys? Welcome back. Halloween time, so Pennywise time. This is like the creepier version of Pennywise with the teeth and stuff. It's not like the full Dead Lights bug thing. Kind of the halfway point. So I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil, use an eraser. Hit pause if I go too fast. We have drawn normal Pennywise before. So let's try and draw this. So his hair is kind of like crazier or something. He's got a bit of bed head. So let's see, his eyes are wide. Right, I guess I'll start with those frowns that he has. That sort of tick, check mark sort of frowns that go up and down. So very distinct sort of frowns. It's kind of like an S turned sideways. We do the same on the other side. Kind of nearly goes into the corner of his eye again. There's all these wrinkles and cracks and stuff on his forehead as well. That's just to get us started, get us centered, okay? So his eyes then, in under here, right? So they're kind of wider than normal because he's like roaring. So we go here for the inside. And it's kind of like the bridge of his nose as well, but we'll just get this part in first. So the eye shape, top eyelid line. And then there seems to be like another sort of eyelid area here with all wrinkles and stuff on the back. So we have his tear duct in here. And then his eye comes around up to there. And it could be eyelashes and stuff, but not a lot. It's very dark around here in this part. It's like bags underneath his eyes, It's all black, like eyeshadow and stuff. And then I guess like maybe another wrinkle or two. Yeah, there is like this kind of wrinkle on his nose as well. Right, so then his eye. So his eyes kind of look in two different directions, kind of like. So we'll do one here. Okay, so we'll do the other eye now as well. So we'll go up. So over the back. Kind of like his tear duct right in the corner here. Do do do. Do do. Right, his other eye kind of looking the other way, so it's like over here. Okay, so that's his eyes, right? So we'll go with the red part of his nose now. So it kind of just bumps around here, just in line with his tear ducts, right? Kind of just underneath them. These two bracket sort of lines. And then the tip of the nose goes around like that. And then he has a little sort of line for the red paint, sort of just a jaggedy little red paint line there. And then like he's got cheeks going that way. And then that big prosthetic mouth thing going on. So very wide open, right? So it just goes down in the middle, back up, around here, and then comes down the bottom, curves around the bottom lip, back up. Right, and then top lip, you can see sort of, well, that's all sort of teeth as well. So we'll do the top lip anyway. It's very stretched and thin, just out over all these teeth. So it comes down around some of those teeth, right? So it's all teeth here. And then the bottom lip comes down this way. And again, there's more teeth down here sticking up. So we'll just fill in these layers of teeth now. So there's no... And they kind of overlap, you know, there's different sort of ones. So you can do as much sort of teeth kind of as you want. I'll just build it up until I'm sort of happy with the amount. And then like on the bottom, the teeth kind of go up, I think. There's not as much on the bottom, but I think you can see the bottom of each sort of tooth, like, you know, like that kind of. Just these little sort of shark fins, that's what I always think about when I see them. And then like his gum line kind of like, or his tongue, not sure what it is, but it's probably just the base of his sort of mouth there. Alrighty, so basically like that. Okay, and then so lines around his mouth and stuff. And his chin, just a round chin. It's kind of like a bumpy face. So he's got like high cheekbones, you know, so it's kind of like high up here. And then you just bring it sort of down towards the chin then. Do. Okay. Right, so we've got those red spikes then, right? So just starting here. Okay, go down to his mouth then. Like so. Right, and then his hair is kind of messy in this case, but we get like the wide head thing again, like very wide. The head like that, and then like his hair starts to like come out this way, kind of over his ears. So like his ears there. Okay, and then the hairline, so it's kind of like there's a part in the hair here, so it's a very big forehead, and then this zigzags its way around. So this big forehead. Okay. And then, so he's got all these like cracks and stuff. So very sort of wrinkly, cracked forehead. Right, and then, so hair. So basically messy sort of hair spikes then. So very sort of big and like a bit of a fringe here, I think. Like a spike. And we'll go down the way then. Okay, so right, so then like the frilly thing he has, it's kind of real fluffy, but the more basic sort of way of drawing it is like this sort of bendy kind of wavy sort of line, right? So it's like this, and there's a couple of layers. We'll do 3. You know, if you wanted like more accurate to Pennywise's actual thing, you know, you would, it's like more hairy or something. But we'll do this because it's much more illustrative and like easier, and it gets the job done, you know. So then you do 2 more. And there is another one, but it's kind of like on his shoulder, so I think it like comes out from here. Right, and then there is like lots of like texture lines and stuff coming down from his head. Right, and then just some sort of frill lines then, as much as you'd like on each little part of his collar. And then his shoulder then, so he's got those very puffy shoulders, so shoulder pads like with these sort of curved lines on each one. Like that. And that is Scarier Pennywise. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.